I go, you will carry me.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome if you are new. I do want to start this video by saying, if you are new, this is not my house. But you guys have been asking for my Helping Hand series back, and here it is for you. I'm going to try to do these videos as much as I can, obviously with help from referrals and things like that. That's how I can help people out. But this family reached out to me. They had actually been doing some work in this house already of getting it clean, but needless to say, is very overwhelmed. So I went over to just kind of assess the house and what I could help with. So this first day, I only had about 3 hours and decided based off of their needs and time frame that I would work in this bathroom. So a couple things to keep in mind is I will not tolerate any hateful comments on my Helping Hand videos because, let's be honest, it's really hard when people get into a difficult situation to ask for help, and I don't want to discourage anybody from asking for help. That alone is such a hard thing to do, and I am so proud that they reached out and just realized this is over my head and I need some help. And two, the other thing to keep in mind is I do not own a cleaning business. This is just me. And when certain places get really bad, they're not going to be perfectly clean because there's going to be some damage. Now, the great thing is this family is really motivated. They have been cleaning for weeks now, doing a lot of decluttering and trying to get their house in order, as well as they are having some friends to help them paint and really trying to just get their life back together. And I am glad to be a part of it and help them any way I can of getting this house cleaned up. So like I said, this week I was working in the bathroom. I do plan on going back and doing even more work. So keep in mind, this is only part one. And yes, there is a lot more to do.
Too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the light. Don't wanna pick a fight with it. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking hearts.
Now, I know one thing people often wonder is how can a place get this bad? And honestly, it's just is time. It's time. I say all the time how mess attracts mess and clutter attracts clutter. And if you go through a time in your life, if it's overwhelmed with kids, sickness, often people are sick if it's mental or physical and they just can't do it. Even for a short period of time, then it just gets over your head, overwhelming, and not everyone has the financial ability to have someone come in and get them out of this hole. So, like I said, I'm so proud that they reached out and I was able to go out there and help them for free. I really try and help people that can't financially do it because it just makes me feel good because I don't charge anything. I just try and come out and do the best that I can. Like I said, I'm not a professional cleaner. I don't have other cleaners here with me helping. So it does take a little bit more time and it may not be 100% perfect, but I think this is a good way to show real life sometimes. It may not be pretty and it may not be what you're used to seeing, but to be able to maybe you relate to this and you're in this hole, and this just kind of helps get you motivated to try and do a little bit more in your space or ask for help. That is all I am looking for.
Every day of every month, wishing I just could forget about you. The weight upon my bones makes it harder to move on. Oh baby, don't think that I'll ever forgive myself for losing you, or for losing you. Left all over when there's just issues. Can't forgive myself for losing you.
So for cleaning most of this, I am using Crud Cutter. You get it from Lowe's. It's in the red bottle. That is what I am using. I got the big bottle, which is why I'm using this spray bottle. My brother actually recommended it. So my brother, who lives in Wisconsin, works for a couple different rental buildings, and he handles like fixing stuff if tenants need things fixed, or when people move out, he handles a lot of the like cleaning and stuff. And he recommended this cleaner. I have been wondering what exactly to use because unfortunately in my house, not unfortunately, in my house, obviously I keep up with cleaning a little bit more, so I don't need these stronger products. But he was very awesome and let me know what he uses in apartments and whatnot when he has a lot to go through. So that is what I am using. If you're looking for something really heavy duty, check it out. So talking with them, they, like I said, they do plan on painting, which is really nice. That's why I was trying to really scrub down these baseboards and stuff. Obviously, you can see they're not perfect. There's some water damage on them, and they need paint. The walls need paint. But my goal today, even knowing that I wasn't going to be able to get this perfect, is to get it clean and sanitary. So it's not going to be the most beautiful reveal at the end, but I left here knowing that the dirt and grime of everything was cleaned up.
Wasting my time, letting you into my life. You brought out the best in me. We had everything we needed. You put me aside and turned out the lights for no reason. Was it a make believe? Something you never needed. What was it all for? I don't know you anymore. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying. Change your selfish ways to love me more these days. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying.
Another thing that is really important when working in these areas, and kind of why you'll see me hopping around in some places, is giving the products time to work. So I would either spray something and work on something else, or even just go outside and give the room a couple minutes to let everything really sit. I am doing this in a little bit backwards, where I'm like cleaning the floors along with it. And honestly, it was just because I'm trying to clean around where I'm working to the best of my ability. The other really good thing to keep in mind is I had multiple mop heads and multiple cloths. That way I could switch it out as often as I needed. I know people often ask how I clean my cloths. When I do stuff like this, I bring a plastic garbage bag, and any of my dirty stuff gets put into that plastic garbage bag, and then when I come home, it gets washed on the hottest setting in my washing machine with my laundry detergent as well as some vinegar, and if it's just past repair, I just toss it, but that's all by eye of how things are. So that is what I'm doing. Now, in this shower, I was really happy with the way the stainless actually cleaned up. They are going to have to go back and recaulk this, but I think for the most part, I was able to get everything cleaned. And like I said, they just have to pull out that caulking and really caulk it good. Bringing out my steam cleaner. This thing is amazing. You guys know it. I love it. Same thing as with my cloths. When I get home, everything gets thoroughly soaked and sanitized because just for health reasons. I also do not bring my own vacuum. Anything that I can't sanitize really well, so a vacuum is going to be one of those things. I can't really sanitize the filters on a vacuum. Great. I always use what the homeowner has on hand. Vacuums, brooms, things like that. I always let them know that I don't bring mine. I don't want to cross-contaminate either me bringing dog hair and stuff from my house or bringing whatever's at their house back to my house. So I bring everything I can, but there are certain products that I use that they own.
But I'm thinking about the way the way you make me grounded. Thinking about the way you used to hold me. When it's all in the water, singing down, down, down. I'm still falling for you. Forget what I said, just come on over. Oh, forget what I said, just come on over. I don't need nobody else but me. It doesn't matter what you're gonna say. I just need time right now. I'm going alone tonight. I don't need nobody else but me. But I'm thinking about the way you make me grounded. Thinking about the way you.
So I've talked about this steamer before, but maybe you're new here and you haven't heard of it. This is the Wagner steamer, and I am obsessed with it. When we moved down here to Florida, I brought my other steamer, which you see everyone has, that nice handheld one. Loved it. But in the packing and moving quickly process, I had completely forgotten to empty the water from it, and it ended up corroding and not working anymore. So I needed to get a new steamer, and I found this one, and I absolutely love this one. It's got a really long hose, so you're not holding the whole steamer in your hand, and the water tank is huge, so I can steam so much without running out of water. And that's probably my favorite part, when you have the attachments to be able to scrub well and sanitize and clean. Absolutely amazing. If you need a steamer, I highly recommend looking into this Wagner steamer because it is my favorite tool to use. Here I'm using it on anything that's really stuck onto the ground, sticky. I don't know if it was tape or bubble gum or what it was, but it worked really well at getting any of the really tough areas off.
I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh na na na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go.
I was happy to see that this shower actually cleaned up fairly easy. Spraying it down and scrubbing it and then bringing in the steamer, it actually cleaned up really well. Like I said, the edges you're not going to see perfect just because it needs the caulk removed and replaced. But my goal today was just getting this clean and sanitary as possible. So that is what I am going in and doing in here. And I know I don't wear gloves. I always have a hard time with gloves because I feel like I can't clean as well in them. You will see me throwing on gloves later though, trust me. So I just thoroughly wash my hands multiple times as I'm cleaning. I don't know. I always get people that bring up the gloves thing, and I do get it. I just always have a hard time and feel like I can't clean as well when in gloves.
And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know that now, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a hill. That's when I loved you the most. No, I thought I should let you know that now, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more, no, no. We don't know, no, it's no more.
I do want to say though, if you are relating to this video because you are in a similar situation, I don't want you to feel ashamed or anything like that. Like I said, there are so many reasons. I have helped so many different people throughout the years, and there has been so many different reasons of why houses get to these extreme messes. And no one is going to understand until they walk in your shoes how you got there. I am just proud of you if you are here trying to get the motivation to take step one. That is huge. Don't let anyone discourage you. If you've asked for help, like I said, that can be the hardest thing, is just asking for the help. I am proud of you just taking that step. Just remember, the biggest thing to remember, especially when you are starting somewhere and you feel like it's going to never end, there's so much to do, is progress over perfection. Like I said, this family had been working already for a while now, just cleaning out the trash and the clutter and everything like that. So you may be seeing this and you're like, oh my goodness, how did it get this bad? But I walked in thinking, oh my goodness, you guys have done so much since even the last time I've talked to you. Like, good job. Let's keep going. I'll tackle this. They were in their bedrooms working. Like, so proud of them that not only did they ask for the help, but they were taking that initiative also. Even if it was taking a long time, little by little, they were in there, they were working, and they wanted to get their life back on order. So like I said, sometimes it's easy to judge someone from the outside looking in, but you don't know what they were going through. You don't know how far they've already come, and how proud I was of how far they had already come in this situation. So it seems insane. It seems crazy. You may think I would never let myself get to this point, but you just don't know. You never know. And if you are in this situation and you are ready to just get started, like I said, remember, I am proud of you, because it can be really hard to just get started. That sometimes is the hardest part of anything, is just getting the motivation to start.
Everything has changed every day. 24/7, you call my name, and I will come running, yeah, every day. 24/7, yeah, every day. I will come running, babe. Every day. Yeah, every day, babe. Oh, would you call me on my sins?
All right, after I was done with the shower, I moved back over to the toilet area to get this very clean. I actually didn't notice at first that this toilet wasn't working. I ended up talking to them. So do keep that in mind, is this had just been sitting for I don't know how long. But that didn't stop me from wanting to try and get it completely clean, because that can just help with odor or anything going on in this house. So it is really bad, but like I said, benefit of doubt is they haven't used this toilet in years, And I just wanted to get in there and get it clean and sanitary. That way, even if they're not using it, it's still another area in this house that we got clean. I did, though, get a lot of comments on my Instagram of different things to use next time. I wasn't expecting this, so I did not bring any of the right stuff. One of the things, a pumic stone. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but one of those like pubic stones. I think that's it. And I do want to bring that next time I go over here. And then the other thing was the Zep acidic toilet bowl cleaner. I have never tried it, but I had someone tell me that it is amazing. You put it in, let it sit for a while, and then it should clean really, really easy. So I got that also, which I'm going to try. You're going to see, this got really clean, but it definitely did not get 100% because I did not have the right tools. So I ended up throwing some cleaner at the end in just to really let it sit and absorb, knowing that hopefully next time I go over there, I can finish and get this completely clean for them. But once again, this was not a working toilet. This had not been used in, I'm not quite sure how long. I was just trying to get it clean and sanitary so that there was no odor going on through it.
I need some time. I see you going through some things and I just wanna help. I don't know how to make it clearer, but they say I don't know where you come from. I don't, but you seem too nice to be alone. So lonely. I see you going through some things and I just wanna help. I don't know how to make it clearer. I just wanna go home. No, 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 no. I need some time. I wanna go home, Lord. I wanna go home. I just wanna go home. No, 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 no. I wanna go home. Some time.
And for cleaners, I was just using the Clorox bleach toilet bowl cleaner. This stuff always works really well in my house. So if you're wondering, that is all I used for this one. But like I said, I will be going back, trying those different tips you guys had as well. So I just put a large amount in it, shut it, and let it go for now. These baseboards, I'm just using that same cleaner, the Crud Cutter red bottle, and then a magic eraser to get these as clean as possible, as well as the walls as clean as possible. So they may not look perfect, but they are clean. And that's really what I was looking for, is getting it clean. To get them looking really, really good, that's what it's going to take, like I said. That when they start painting and freshening everything up will make a huge difference. But at least in this situation, it was clean. It smelled clean. They should be able to get in here and seal any of the windows and the cracks and anything like that to help with the bug situation. All of that is what I was going for. Getting it all clean and everything so that they could deal with the bugs and deal with being able to paint and really refresh this whole bathroom. You can see how well this magic eraser / melamine sponge works on, I think this was Sharpie marker on the store. I'm not 100% sure, but using the Crud Cutter and then the magic eraser made it wash off so much easier.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another,
If you enjoy these videos, I would love if you would like and subscribe. I do cleaning videos like this. Well, Helping Hand series, I'm really trying to get back up. But I do cleaning videos every single week, twice a week. So make sure you like and subscribe if you're looking to get motivated. I have more extreme videos, but then I do have more traditional cleaning videos on my channel also. I do a little bit of everything. Also, I get a lot of people asking, one, how they can find people like me that does cleanings like this for free. Unfortunately, I don't know. I've never owned a cleaning business. I've just always had like a urge of wanting to help people. That's how I got started, and it was all word of mouth. So I would just ask around, see who you can find. But also, if you have the ability to help people, if you just do a word of mouth saying this is what you're doing, I promise you there's going to be people that will hopefully take you up on your offer. I love helping people. It makes me feel so good to be able to just get people out of a state that they haven't been able to pull themselves out of. So if there's more people willing to do that, I know it would make a big change. But here are your afters. Like I said, it's not perfect, but we will be coming back later. So I'll see you next time. Bye.